We got flagged last time.
Yeah.
So I'm only playing unreleased music.
There you go.
You heard?
Yeah.
My mic and all that shit
see,
was
I bossed
bad.
up.
Dawn gave me a new one though, so we coming back strong. 2022, you heard? The beat code.
Yeah.
I made this beat with Drake in mind.
You see, I bossed up. What it's looking like, what it's hitting for. Is you friend or foe? I ain't seen or heard from you when I was dead broke, when I was down bad, when I was miserable. Which is ironic, cause they say that misery needs company. I used to drink myself to sleep till I traded my wants for needs. Now I'm focused on the dream, really put my mind at ease. Really gave me room to breathe. I was blind but now I see. Every nigga ain't your friend, every friend ain't your brother. Yeah, you may love her, but you better heed the words of your mother. If she ain't built like that, it's set for that. Yeah, she might got some good head, nigga, but where the fuck your discipline at? No, I don't blame you, different size, same shoe. If it had not been for God, I would've did what you do. Would've reassigned the blame, cause no, it couldn't be you. Got to make an enemy instead of telling the truth. One day you'll see what negativity brings to you. One day you'll see what Nina meant by strange fruit. Then you'll realize that it really all starts with you. Until that time, nigga, I hate to be you. You see, I bossed up. What it's looking like.
What it's looking like.
What it's hitting for.
What it's hitting for.
Is you friend or foe?
Is you friend or foe?
I ain't seen or heard from you when I was dead broke, when I was down bad, when I was miserable.
I wrote this song.
see,
I was
I
angry
bossed
about
up.
some stuff. I was angry at some people when I wrote this.
Yeah, I bet. Because you bossed up.
Yeah, I was very angry. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the StepBrothers podcast episode. We do this every time, bro. Every time.
167, I think.
167.
I believe. I always say that and it's right, yeah.
Nigga, you know. It's your host with the most, Chris Minor, a.k.a. Dinos Pomoni. Extra cheese and pepperoni, you heard, a.k.a. Talk to Me.
Talk to me nice.
Nice nigga, a.k.a. Bing Bong, fuck your life.
Okay.
What's good, Dalton?
Okay.
White crispy treat.
Wow.
I'm bringing it, but come on. You gotta.
White crispy treat.
That's what I did last week.
Okay. All right.
Y'all remember?
No, I don't remember.
Ah, man, you gotta
Oh,
keep
you
the
did call me.
yeah, you gotta keep the continuity going, baby. We trying to
I
make our
forgot.
own universe, multiverse.
I try to forget things you say.
Nah, don't do that. You sleep. Don't be stay woke, nigga. Everything's made up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Everything made up. That's me.
Yeah.
I don't have no fancy ones today.
No?
Somber.
Okay, I like
I'm in a
that.
chill mood.
Chill mood.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
Mm-hmm.
this might be our last episode of the year
Oh no, we gotta get
because next week is Christmas. I won't have time.
mate time, nigga. Nah, I feel you. This might be the big one before New Year's or after New Year's.
Like I'm saying, but because it'll be after New Year's.
So you saying we're not going to do a podcast anymore of 2021?
Yeah,
This is how we're going to end it.
yeah.
No, I refuse, nigga. There's something in my contract that states.
You don't have a contract, right?
There's something in my contract that states we got to end this shit big, baby. It wasn't a bad year. I think this year was like a year of like refocusing, repurposing, like getting shit going for the future. Like if not any other year, last year was like, okay, we see what they did to us in 2020, so let's try to boss up 2021 and for the future.
Yeah, but it's been an interesting one.
You made a big boy purchase today, right?
Yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday. So I'm saying we here.
Yeah.
Hey, not for nothing. I do weird shit. I'll be thinking like so far off into my future. I just start looking at shit that I ain't got no business looking at.
What kind of car you want to drive?
Oh hell no!
Okay.
You know, nigga, I'm trying to pull up on a dinosaur, nigga. But nah. So I started looking at. Oh, this is gonna be horrible. Not horrible, but I shouldn't. I am projecting this into my future.
There you go. Speak it to existence.
Exactly. Start looking at wedding rings.
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking because I need to see the price.
Yeah, you try to see what it costs.
Yeah, how much?
It varies.
What I'm looking at. But luckily, I spoke to my woman before just to be like, yo, what are you into? Like, I don't want to just. Well, I did. At first, I was like, you're going to wear whatever I give you. And she was like, that's not how it works. I was like, it's a gift, and it symbolizes my love.
It's not how it works, though.
It's not how it works. But she's into non-conflict diamonds. Like she wants lab grown because she don't
Yeah.
want our people.
Those are very popular now.
Yeah, they're
lot
very
cheaper.
popular. Lot cheaper, baby.
Yep.
So hey, fellas, if you out there and you don't know about the non-conflict diamonds, the lab grown joints, check that shit
You
out.
also don't have to get a diamond. Chris, you got sapphire, ruby, jade.
Yeah.
You got moissanite,
moissanite,
which it looks like a diamond, but it's a clear stone.
no, moissanite. I
Yeah.
like that. Hell yeah, that sounds dope. Moissanite.
A lot of options. You can also get a custom ring.
Yeah.
Just you want to see what style she wants because the cuts are different.
Right.
A lot to look into.
I definitely was just trying to, pull up to a kiosk at the middle of the mall, be like, you.
No, you're gonna spend you're gonna spend at least $1,200 at least.
At least?
At least.
What is this myth about you gotta like spend like 3 times your salary or some shit?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Because I've heard that before. I know you was just capping because I know you heard that too before.
I have never heard that.
You never heard that?
Mm.
Maybe because Rich think he's like a part of a.
I'm supposed to spend 3 times my salary to buy a ring.
That's what I've heard that. Yes. They just say how much you make though, right? So if you work at like,
I'm gonna tell you how much I paid. I'll tell you right now. So the engagement ring,
right?
It was a 2-tone white gold.
Talk to him.
With rose gold intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
It was like an Fendi loop.
Okay.
And it has one
infinity.
Yeah.
I thought you said Fendi loop.
And it has a one princess cut, which is a square stone right here.
Mm-hmm.
Got it custom made. They sent me blueprints and everything. That cost $1,200.
Straight up.
Then her wedding ring was also custom. She got it made to look like tree branches and vines, and there's diamonds in the vines.
Right.
There's like 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so that was about $2,100 because it's way more detailed.
Yeah.
That one is pure rose gold, and then then there's diamonds.
I see you're wearing a different band because you usually have the rubber one.
No, I haven't worn the rubber one in a long time.
Really?
Yeah, the rubber one was just something she got me to have an engagement ring.
Oh, placeholder.
Yeah, this is my wedding ring. This is white, 14 karat white gold.
God damn, nigga.
With 1 diamond in it.
I see it. Hell yeah, you shining, baby.
This ring was $700.
Okay, so we're on the.
So men rings are cheaper because there's less going on. We like less.
I'm gonna let
But they can get up there. But that's how much. So all encompassing, like I spent less than $5,000 on her rings.
Yeah.
And then she spent less than $1,000 on mine.
That's great.
So
$700 for that's not bad.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know that logic, but
bro, I definitely seen that shit, bro. But I think I heard it from Ridge, which makes sense because Ridge think he belongs to like a country club, like this lifestyle that he thinks he like this. I don't know who you think he is, but it ain't that. Yeah, he's the rich and rare, right?
Yeah, 3 times your salary. That's wild.
Because what if you make like, I don't know, what are salaries usually? Give me like a starting salary, like somebody who just warehouse worker or something. Me.
Well, if you get paid $15 an hour,
okay,
you times it by 80. That's your 2-week pay. So let's do 15 times 80.
We're doing math on the pod.
$1,200. That's $1,200, and
okay.
so $24 per month.
Right.
So you times it by 3, you spend $7,000 on a ring.
Yeah, I don't know who that might have been. Some niggas that work at Blooming, like the stock markets or some shit. I've definitely heard that.
Yeah,
you're supposed to pay some shit.
I mean, do what you want, but I'm telling you what I did.
Yeah.
And those were 2 custom rings. Like I didn't go to the store and buy them. I had to like
make them.
Hit up a designer, and then they made them with the materials at hand. So
that's so interesting.
They were also all lab grown. So
because we don't support blood diamonds.
And her engagement came in like a cedar box. Like it was
what
cool.
is cedar? Is that
like
type of wood?
Yeah,
cedar tree.
Yeah,
right.
It's like a freshly cut wood in a box. Yeah, it was cool.
Okay.
But it took like 5 weeks for them to make it. Total,
not bad.
Get it to me. It was like a 5-week process.
So you got to plan around the engagement then once you got
I got it way before.
Yeah, of course.
I made sure I had it. So
I'm like super. If I get it right then, I'm going to try to do it right then. Bad idea.
Right from the store.
Yeah, right. This
Fresh
farm to plate or whatever they call it. Yo, so I know what y'all want to hear from, especially us. Well, more or less Dalton and me.
What?
Because, everybody knows you're Mr. Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
You're the guy. It's a big film. You know what I was thinking, though? I was outside having my smoke. I smoked before the pod. You know what I'm saying? That's how I get my mind ready for this war we about to evolve ourselves in.
Okay.
And I was like, we could do spoilers because by the time this comes out, the spoiler clause would have been lifted.
Monday is generally the spoiler thing.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen it yet.
I don't really care
Are you
because
sure?
I'm going to see it.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Well, Kai is probably, but this ain't for me. This is fan service.
But I'm saying Kai isn't here right now.
Right. I'm saying once she hears it Monday, she's going to be like, you motherfucker.
But didn't she see it on Sunday?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So the spoiler.
Oh, yeah, right. My bad. All right, let's go. Spoil that bitch.
Okay. So you want to start off with Spider-Man?
Yes.
Let's start there. Okay.
Wait, should we say that? No, fuck that. Let's go.
You want to just
we know what they want. Let's go.
Yeah. So I mean, if you would have to be remiss to not know.
Yeah, like the clause is really lit. The people are finna start spoiling it Sunday.
When you listen to this, it's gonna be Monday.
Yeah, so all the spoilers are out.
I saw
Monday.
it Thursday night. I only looked up one thing before I went in because I just had to know.
You had to know
because they were keeping it really close to the cuff. But I felt like it was like an automatic choice. But I was like, I just had to know if Toby and Andrew were in it.
Yeah.
But I'll get to that. But I just had to know that. That was the only thing I had to know. But yeah, I saw Thursday night. Very fucking packed.
Yeah,
people were dressed up. The fucking guy at the theater was like, "So what are you here for?" I was like, "Bro, you know what I'm here for."
You know I'm here.
I was like, "Bro, get my icy. You know what I'm here for."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bing bong.
But we saw it in XD, which is like the big ass screen. Yeah. So very rowdy crowd.
Oh yeah.
A lot of cheering. I definitely got to see it again without the noise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of bothering Shelby at first, but then she got used to it. But
it's a rowdy crowd. Did you see anybody dressed? Was anybody dressed up in there?
a lot of people.
Oh,
a lot of Spider-Man suits. I wore all red on purpose.
I need a suit, bruh. I want to go in that bitch decked out.
Yeah, so there was a lot of that. It was definitely packed. A lot of fucking younger people there.
Of course.
Yeah, man. Just a long story short, the movie is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I didn't stop smiling like the whole time, except for like the sad parts. But
Right.
like it was just like if you've seen every single Spider-Man movie from Tobey Maguire to now, like there is so much shit in there for like those people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's really crazy, like just to watch it and then them make like this movie. Like 5 years ago, I never would have thought this movie would have been a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Even though,
because after like Endgame, you're like, what can they do now? You know, and then this was a very like, it's very close to Endgame.
I've seen people say that it's better.
I need to. I've watched Endgame so many times. I need to watch it a couple more times, but it is very fucking good.
Okay.
I don't know if I can give it that off of one watch.
Right.
But how I felt though was similar to how I felt after watching Endgame.
Wow.
But
That's
Endgame is kind
powerful.
of unfair because it has every character in it.
And I mean, Tony, the snap.
It's completely conclusion of like 20-something movies.
I feel like that's the most human film they made in game.
Interesting.
You don't agree?
The most human?
Meaning there's some like heavy emotion.
Oh
like,
yeah, those.
They kind of, even how they shot it to me was almost like an indie
Yeah,
type.
they shot Infinity War in that with IMAX cameras, so they were doing some shit. But
I mean the battles and shit, but
Yeah.
even I think about when Scott gets out of the van and he's like, "Kid, what happened?" And the kid was like, "Nigga, what the fuck you mean? We fucked up."
yeah, and he's looking for his daughter.
Yeah, and Russ's daughter, like that was a very human moment. Like
Yeah.
what other film? And I mean, but that was like that was right there because we knew what just happened.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, back to the shit.
Yeah. So yeah, this year we've got a couple Marvel movies. We've had Black Widow,
Shang-Chi,
and then Eternals, and now Spider-Man.
Yeah, definitely the best one out of the bunch.
Because at first Shang-Chi was winning by like a mile. Yeah, like,
But now this one,
definitely. Like,
Okay.
but then
rank them for me right quick.
Like for the year?
Yeah. So yeah, because we're not getting any more this year, right?
No. Yeah, next year we're getting Doctor Strange,
yeah.
Thor, and then Black Panther 2.
Okay, rank the ones that came out this year. I want to know.
Spider-Man, Shang-Chi,
2,
Eternals, and Black Widow.
What?
Yeah.
You liked Eternals like that much over?
Black Widow, yeah.
Interesting.
Because reason being, Black Widow is kind of like just a movie.
Yeah.
Like because it would happen between Civil War and Infinity War.
Yeah.
So I didn't dislike it. It's just like it's just kind of a movie. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't move anything forward. It's just kind of like, oh, this is like a send off for Black Widow.
Yeah.
And then Eternals, I've told you this before. Like that one's pretty divisive. I think it's like half and half. People like it, people don't.
Yeah.
It's definitely not in my like. It's not like the
Overall,
top tier. It's not like a top tier Marvel movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she did a lot of good things. It's a very pretty film.
Very pretty.
They just had to juggle 12 characters. I think that was a tall task in general.
They kept it pretty centered though.
Yeah,
between Icarus.
I liked it.
My nigga flew into the sun.
There's a lot of
God damn
exposition in there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that one's a very like emotional movie.
Yeah.
So
for them.
Yeah, but the cosmic stuff always gives me like a little leg up. Like there's some shit happening, brewing.
Yeah.
We see the Celestials.
Yeah.
So that stuff was cool. Shang-Chi is probably one of my favorite intro films of any character. Like it's really fucking great.
It's there.
But this movie, you just can't top it for numerous reasons.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm just gonna go into I'm not gonna give you the whole story,
right?
But I'm gonna tell you the stuff that got me hyped. So the general premise, it starts off right after Far From Home,
right?
Where people find out his identity,
right?
Him and MJ try to get out of the city, and then helicopters are following him, everything, and so he goes through the subway to try to get away. Then he gets back to Aunt May's house, and then basically all the reporters are outside. They're screaming at him, and then basically he has to go through. It shows like the duration of like a court proceeding. You never see the actual court, but it basically says like he's wanted for this stuff. So he's like getting interviewed, like interrogated by the police. They're interrogating MJ, Ned, his aunt, Happy. They're basically talking to any accomplice that he's had, and then obviously some time passes, and then he's at Aunt May's house, and his lawyer is Daredevil from the Marvel series.
Dope.
That's the only time he's in the movie, but it was like such a great little intro. Like he's real, he's here.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's the same version or not, but he's here. And then he basically tells Peter like, you don't like you're gonna get off from you're not gonna get tried for murder. But he's like, but now you have to deal with the trial, the court of public opinion, so people's opinion. So like that's something I can't fix.
Right.
And then someone throws a brick through their window, and then Matt catches it, and he's like, whoa, how'd you do that? And he's like, I'm just a really good lawyer. And then I was like, nice little tie-in. So basically with all that, so he doesn't go to jail or anything. However, it causes him, MJ, and Ned to start getting denied from colleges due to all the shit around them. So they're like applying, every college is denying them, and then they're trying to get an MIT. They're like, let's all go to MIT together and move in together. Yeah. They all get denied due to recent events, is what they tell them. Yeah. So Peter's like, fuck, I just ruined these people's lives by me letting them in my Spider-Man shit. So he starts feeling like real bad. He's like, MJ's like distraught, and then like, of course, Ned's like, fuck. But they're both like, it's not your fault. Like, I would do it again. Yeah. But he's like, he feels terrible. So he goes to Doctor Strange's house. He's like, yo, my guy. And then he's like, call me Steven. We say, and then now, also, Wong is now the Sorcerer Supreme because Steven was gone for 5 years. So Wong is now in charge. And then that's like the first thing he says. He's like, I have higher duties. And he's like, by a technicality. They start arguing about the shit. So Wong is now the Sorcerer Supreme right now.
Oh, shout out to Wong.
Yeah, and so
I don't know how that's going to work. Since
so basically, at first he says, "Can you reverse time so people so Mysterio doesn't reveal minds, and he's like, we've already dealt with all that with the Thanos. We're not doing that again. He's like, also, if I wanted to, we don't have the time stone anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, well, just forget about it then. And then Steven's like, but wait, I have a spell that can make everybody forget that you're a Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, oh, word, you could do that? And then Wong was like, no, don't do that, because you don't. That's a very fine line. And he's like, but we did it for you. Remember the party in Carmitage? He's like, no. He's like, exactly.
Right.
And then so Wong was like, just leave me out of it, and he leaves.
Yeah.
Which he
Of
always
course,
does.
yeah.
Because Wong is the best because he knows to be out of the shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so as you see in the trailers, Peter fucks the spell up.
Right.
So while he's doing the spell, he keeps thinking of people that know. He's like, no, can my girlfriend know? Because like, he's like, why would I do? Does your girlfriend not like you if you're not Spider-Man? He's like, I don't know, just don't let her forget. So he's like, okay, everybody but MJ, and then he makes Ned, and then he keeps doing that, and he's like, bro, you can't change my spell 6 times, and then the spell goes crazy.
Yeah.
All these rips in time happen, but he contains it. He like pushes it down into like this cube thing, and he's like, yo, you literally just almost destroyed everything because you want to change my spell 6 times. He's like, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
And basically kicks him out.
Yeah.
And then when he leaves, he's like, fuck, I gotta. Oh, no, he was like, I'm sorry I couldn't like fix your collars thing. He's like, even after you called them, they wouldn't let you in. He's like, I can call them? He's like, bro, you didn't even check with them? Like, plead your case before coming to me and almost breaking the universe? That's when he says, get the fuck out of my house. Yeah. So then he's like, okay, I'll fix this myself. So he finds the administration lady, and she's like on a car going to the airport. So that's why he ends up on that bridge. He like swings over there and like walks up to her, is like, hey, knocks on the window, like, hey, let me and my people in.
Right.
He fumbles over his speech. She's like, you didn't rehearse that, did you? But then while they're talking, Dr. Octopus pops up.
Oh.
And is like, hello, Peter, and starts throwing fucking cars at him. And then they start a fight, and basically he saves the mission lady, and then he overrides his arms with his nanotech and controls the arms and like locks him up. And then she's like, basically like, I'll make sure to tell them that you're a hero and like all this shit.
Reconsider.
Yeah. So he takes. So while Dr. Octavius is tied up, a green goblin bomb comes and blows up half the bridge, and then he's like flying toward him, but then Doctor Strange teleports them to the sanctum.
Oh, word.
And then he puts Dr. Octopus into a prison cell, like a mystical prison cell. But while he gonna get there, the lizard's there too, like already in there, and then you could tell they got in a fight or whatever. And he's like, whatever we do with that spell, it brought people from other universes that know who Peter Parker is. And so Dr. Octopus obviously from the trailer realized that wasn't his Peter.
Right.
Because he took the mask off. And then the premise is we got to trap all the people that are in our universe and then send them back.
Who was the surprise? Because did they introduce the Sinister Six?
No, it was 5.
Okay.
There was no extra villain. Okay. I'll tell you that.
All right. Because I know they were kind of hinting at.
Yeah, there's no extra villain.
Unless it's Peter.
No, there's no extra villain. So they're basically like, he gives them like this mystical thing. So when he shoots them in the web, it teleports them into the prison cell.
Oh, okay.
And so he has Dr. Octopus and Lizard already in there. And so he was like, I'll go find one and you go get one. And so Peter runs into Electro and Sandman at the same time. So he's at this like field, and then like Electro's like rebuilding his body with this Earth's electricity, which is why he turns in a normal color. Because he's like, ooh, the energy feels different here. He's like, I feel different. And that's why he's...
How was Jamie? Was he good?
Amazing.
Okay.
You could tell he was having so much fun. Like,
Okay.
he was just having a blast. Like, I could tell he wanted to redeem himself from the last time.
Okay.
And then while he's fighting Electro, Sandman pops up. He's like, Peter, what's going on? He's like, I'm not your Peter. I'll explain later, but can you help me stop this guy? He's like,
Was this Sandman from Spider-Man 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Same guy.
Same guy.
Word.
And he's like, help me fight him, and I'll tell you what's going on. He's like, bet. So they fight, and then he stops Electro with the help of Sandman. Then when he teleports Electro, Sandman like freaks out. He's like, what the fuck did you just do? Did you just kill him?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't kill. And so he's about to like hit him with this, and then he sends him to the prison. And then they go back, and they're like, the only thing we're missing is the elf guy, which is the Green Goblin.
Right.
And apparently the Green Goblin is like, he still has a split personality thing, because like Norman is in control when you see him again, and he's like, stop, get out of my head, stop talking to me.
Yeah.
He's like, you'll never get away from me.
Yeah.
You know, his voice or whatever.
Yeah.
And he ends up going to Aunt May's place of work, which is Feast. The
In the game.
Yeah. That's a real thing. Yeah. So he goes to the Feast thing, and he ends up, and so Aunt May calls Peter's like, I think the guy you look for is here. So he thinks she's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, and then he's like sitting there like damn near in tears. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know where I'm at. He's like, there's not even an Oscorp here. I'm so confused. Like, but it's really Norman this time. So he's like, don't worry, I'm gonna help you. Like, I'm gonna help you figure it out. So he comes back willingly with him, and they just walk back. And then Norman is like seeing everybody, and he's like, oh, Dr. Octavius, because they know each other. And he's like, you're supposed to be dead. That's when they figure out that all these people are supposed to die fighting Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Doctor Strange tells him, like, he puts Norman in the cell, and is like, look, it's their fate to die. I'm not going to save these 5 people and the countless millions from all these universes can get destroyed. I need to send them back, and if they die, they die.
Mm-hmm.
And then Peter's like, but what if we can save them? Like,
Right.
what if we can? But he wants to like basically cure them of their ailments.
Yeah.
And they each have different things about that.
Yeah.
Because obviously Dr. Octopus is being controlled by his arms. So
I would just like to say that they took some cues from the game as well then.
yeah.
Because that's kind of what was going on.
Well, it happened in Spider-Man 2, his diode.
Well, yeah, I know, but you know, when the Sinister Six in the game, Octavius had like, I could cure you, and he had all the blueprints for that. And
yeah.
you know,
So he's like, bet. But Dr. Strange's like, he's like, I ain't trying your shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so that's when he makes that little box from the trailer, and basically if you press the button, it'll like send them all back to the universe and deactivate the spell they first originally did.
Got it.
Because all the energy's like still stuck in there. So Peter steals the box, and they get in a fight, like him and Doctor Strange fighting shit. And like the coolest part was when he knocked Peter's body out.
Yeah,
his body still has Spidey sense, so he was dodging Doctor Strange. His body was dodging Doctor Strange, trying to grab the box.
His body, but his spirit is not in his
Yeah, he's
body.
like watching, but his body's like doing all this, dodging him.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he's like, how are you still moving?
Yeah.
And he's
Doctor
like,
Strange asked him that. Yeah.
Because his spider sense.
Yeah.
So he jumps back in, and they basically fight. And then he takes him to the mirror dimension. And then
It gets trippy.
yeah, and then but Peter traps Doctor Strange there. Because he's like, I know geometry. And he starts like webbing all this like random shit, and they all connect to Doctor Strange at once, and he gets stuck. And so he takes his sling ring, and he jumps out while the portal's still open, and then Doctor Strange is just stuck there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he's like, I totally just fought Doctor Strange, and I think I won.
Yeah.
And he gives Ned the sling ring.
Okay.
So, so basically, this is where I'm going to stop with like the full breakdown, because basically what he does, he's like, all right, all 5 of y'all, we're going to my aunt's place, and he literally goes, well, it's Happy's place, but
They're together.
yeah, well, no,
Okay.
but he takes them to Happy's place,
Yeah.
and they all start having like a powwow, like they legit like are chilling on the couch talking and shit about each of their problems.
Yeah.
Obviously, they each have different ideas.
Right.
Like, Electro doesn't really want to be cured, but
Right.
he'll do anything to go home safe.
Yeah.
Norman wants to be cured because he wants that shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then Norman knows what's wrong with with Octavius. So
They can help each other.
basically, they have like a powwow.
Yeah. Sandman's like a molecular level type thing.
So
he's going.
so you have a lot of interactions between the villains, like talking like, how'd you get your powers? He's like, He's like, I fell in a electric bat of eels. He's like, yeah, that'll do it. There's a lot of shit like that.
Yeah.
And there was a part where Green Goblin came out of Norman Osborn and was like, you think you're gonna stop me? And then Electro was like, the hell?
Yeah.
Because he didn't know what so it was funny. The people that know each other didn't know each other.
Right.
So that part was a lot of fun. But obviously some shit happens, blah, blah. I'm not gonna ruin that part for you. And apparently Ned has some magic in his family, so he can use the sling ring. And that's how
he brings
the Spider-Mans to here. So because Peter goes like radio silent because he gave the box to MJ and was like, press the button if you don't hear from me, and it'll send everybody back.
Mm-hmm. So where was he at?
Ned was at his house.
No, Peter though, like when he went radio silent.
I won't tell you that.
Okay. Okay.
But so they're like, we need to find Peter. So she was like, use the ring. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, find Peter. And it opens up and you see somebody in a Spider-Man suit. And he's like, what? And he walks through the portal and it's Andrew Garfield.
Hey.
And I'm not gonna ruin it for it because it was very funny. I don't want you to ruin the joke, but a very good joke happens when he comes through.
Right.
And so then he tries again, and then Toby walks in without costume though. He just walks in as Toby.
I know the crowd went crazy. Right?
Yeah, every time. Yeah. Every time they did anything, it was like, woo! Yes, every fucking time. Yeah. So that's when they come in, and then that kind of like sets up the rest. And they're like, our Peter needs help. And then Toby was like, I can feel it. Like, I have a bad feeling. He's like, I feel like he needs our help.
What type of shape was Toby in? Like, did he let himself go a little bit, or he's
like skinny. But you could tell he's aged. Like he's like in his 40s or whatever. Yeah.
I know Andrew still looks like relatively the same.
This looks like Andrew. Yeah. But you could tell they both have different. Like Andrew's obviously still torn up about Gwen. Right. And then Toby's just like been doing it for years, so he's just like it's like normal. Yeah. So he didn't bat an eye at the whole concept. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
There was a lot of good jokes in this movie. Yeah. Especially about the Spider-Man.
Did they do the
what?
The point?
No.
Okay.
They do something similar, but it's not the
Right.
because Into the Spider-Verse did that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
But they do something later. I'm not going to ruin that part. Right. There's a lot of good jokes between them. I'll tell you this one joke. I'll give you an example. So when they're about to go into battle together, Andrew asks Toby, he's like, so do you have a suit, or are you just going to dress like a cool youth pastor all day? So that's the type of shit that happens. So big battle ensues, and then
how did outside of like the jokes, I guess, with the Peters, what was their powwow like? Like, you got it. This is what that type of shit you got to go through.
No, it's like,
was it Big Brother talk? Like,
no, it was like when they all link up, because Andrew and Toby link up first. Mm-hmm. When they find Peter, they have it's like a really like strong moment because because Peter says, you have no idea what I'm going through, and they're each like, well, yeah, and they each tell like their thing, and what they've gone through since.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. This is very important.
Yeah.
Does Toby Spider-Man still shoot it out of his?
Yes, and that's a joke in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know that was like a big deal. Like he doesn't really shoot it out. Okay. Yeah.
So that's a whole I'm telling you, they do everything. If you think about it, it's probably in there.
Because they're all still very smart. Like they're like top of the class smart.
Yeah.
All three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they're all okay.
Yeah. So
that's fire.
That's all I'm going to give you is that right there. But basically, a big battle ensues. There's a lot of repercussions for what happens in this movie, and then there's two after credit scenes.
So there was 3 villains from Toby's.
Yeah. So you have Sandman, Green Goblin, and Doc Ock
from all 3 movies because they were the first ones.
Yeah, and then
Andrew has 1.
Lizard and Electro.
2. Got right. Lizard.
There is no villain for
Peter.
Tom. Yeah.
There's no hints. There's no nothing. There wasn't anything like in the background working like a villain was watching Toby.
No.
Okay, I mean,
no, because of the whole multiverse thing, there was like no time for that.
I got you.
But there's 2 after credit scenes.
Mm-hmm. I already know one's for Doctor Strange.
Yeah, so I was about to say that. So the mid one is like the one that has to do with the movie. The second one is the Doctor Strange trailer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like a part of the trailer they're making, basically. It's like what they did when with the Avengers stinger at the end of Captain America. They had that at the end of Captain America.
Yeah.
The first one, they had the Avengers trailer at the end of that movie. But it's like that. So it basically shows the fallout from this movie, which looks like it's going to be fucking
insane.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it was great. It's the best movie of the year for me, like
dope,
hands down.
Well, you got me excited to see it.
Definitely
very excited to see it.
Even if you know, like, still when you see it, you just feel it. It feels so good. Yeah.
That's what I told Kaya when I was like, Dalton wants to spoil it, but he's not, because I like told him not to. But if I wanted him to, he would, because Dalton knows like he can tell me everything, and I'll still go see it, and I'll still will be like, what the fuck, bro?
And
you
I didn't even break down like everything.
Yeah, it sounded like he was going there though. It sounded like he was going there. Well, you went to go see that. I went with the fam to see. Grace is gonna kill me. Encanto.
Yeah. Disney animated film.
I kind of knew. I saw a trailer when me and Kai went to go see.
It's a musical.
Eternals. So I kind of knew the premise, but the kids wanted to go see it, so we were like, let's go. And we went, and I sat in there. I'm like, all right, let's get to it. First things first. This is like a Hispanic film. Apparently, it's like they're supposed to be Colombian, I guess.
Okay.
But I had obviously, and I feel kind of bad about this, but I had a hard time recognizing whose voice was like who's who, because I don't know very many Hispanic.
Oh, like the actors.
Yeah,
okay.
I knew our boy from Spawn, the clown.
Oh, John Leguizamo.
Yeah, I knew him, and then I know the girl from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the mean one.
Yeah,
I know she's somebody, but I didn't know who. But I was like, you know what? I don't care, because these are new people to me now, and I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
their characters or whatever. The film's dope. I know it's Disney. It's not just for kids though. Like, they deal with some very, very grown up shit.
No, the animated films have got quite deep lately.
Yeah, they deal with like basically not being good enough, or feeling like you're only valued for, like, for instance,
because the premise is, how do you feel special when everybody in your family's special?
Right. So there's this Isabella. No, that's one. That's Gracie. I said, I don't know who the fuck anybody's name was. All I know is the film was fire, but there's a sister that's strong, and the movie that the sister that the movie's built around, she asked her sister, she was like, yo, I know that something's going on with our magic, so tell me so I can try to fix it. And then that's when she breaks out in her song. She's basically like, bro, like, what if I don't feel like being strong today? Everybody expects that from me, but what if I want to do some other shit?
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I feel you on that. Then the other sister, there's another sister who's like,
damn, I feel you.
Yeah. And then like the other sister, she's like perfect. Literally, she's perfect. Like, her hair is always perfect. She always looks perfect. She makes flowers every time she walks.
Oh wow.
And like, they wanted her to marry this guy. She was like, nigga, I want to be wild and live my life freely. Like, all she makes is flowers. But when her and the main character kind of get into their spat that leads into her song, she makes a cactus. She's never made a cactus before. And she's like, what the fuck is this? She's like, I could do this? What else can I do? Because she's only expected to do what she's...
Flowers,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo. But then... So the main character, okay, so let me just say this part, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? So the grandmother meets the grandfather. They fall in love. They do the whole Disney thing. They finna show you some lovey shit, then rip your heart right the fuck out, So they live somewhere. The town's being raided. They don't show who's raiding the town or anything, but the town's being raided. So the grandmother and the grandfather, a couple people was like, yo, we finna try to go find refuge somewhere. Y'all come with us type shit. So they hold this candle. The candle and her three children. She got two girls and a boy, the grandmother. And then all those kids had kids or whatever. Grandfather doesn't make it.
Oh wow.
The grandmother breaks down, starts crying, then the candle gets powers or whatever. Like, it's a miracle. They call it a miracle. So every child in that family, even her three babies, get powers. Like, the main character's mother, cooking heals you. The whole town type shit. The other sister like controls the weather, and then our boy from Spawn, he can see the future or whatever. So everybody gets individual powers or something. So the main character goes to they have this door in the house. The candle built a house. I don't know how any of this works, but the candle builds a house, and all those kids, their door lights up, and they walk through the door, and that's their room. So like, the main girl, hey, are you leaving? Baby? Look at you like them? Those are cool, right? Hell yeah, yeah.
All together.
You gotta get you a pair because they got some Harry Potter gibbets. No, I mean not you. You could do the. Oh yeah. You could do these. Well, get regular Crocs so you can get the Harry Potter gibbets. Anyways, the girl walks through the power leaves. She doesn't get a power, so that's where the how do I feel special?
Yeah, and everybody else special.
So yeah, she grows up. Then the little boy, and you know what they also did really dope? I made a joke to myself in the theater because you know when Godfrey was like, you know, there's Hispanic people that don't think they're black. He's like, I know black. I know black. Yeah, I'm Dominican. I know black. They did a really good job with like representation. There's black like Hispanic people in the film or whatever, and the little boy who was up next to get his powers was black, but he's Hispanic, and he got his powers and all that shit. Long story short, beautiful film. Go watch the shit if you're into like Disney animated films. They did a really good job. What I found interesting though is that they threw like before the movie started, you know, when the Walt Disney sign comes up, they threw the old school Mickey Mouse up there driving the tugboat. I was like, Walt Disney turning in his fucking grave. They got a whole Hispanic film going on right now, and you know he was racist, so.
Yeah, he wouldn't like Soul either.
He wouldn't like Soul, Black Panther. Oh, he would. Black Panther. Oh God, Lion King, James Earl Jones. You know what I'm saying? You the king, nigga. What? Yeah, but yeah, and Encanto. I don't know what that means either. Let me see what that means right quick, because I don't know, and I would like to. Encanto means it is a musical comedy. What does Encanto? It is Colombian. The word Encanto comes from from Spanish and mean. Wait, what? The word Encanto comes from Spanish. And means charm, spell, or enchantment.
Okay,
It is both used as a way to tell magic incarnations and as an adjective for a sweet.
Yeah, it's just basically magic. Yeah.
Dope. Yeah. So yeah, go check that out. Also, while we're on the subject of family and spirits and magic and stuff, we had Kanisha's shoe drive last night, which was what was last night? Friday. It was Friday. Got 22 pairs of shoes and counting. Not bad. You know, it was a small group of us. Not bad. We, like I said, and counting. I know Katie called. She's got some stuff she's gonna drop off to me today. I think today isn't Saturday. And yeah, it was nice. We sat, we reminisced, you know, we was drinking wine, didn't get too crazy. And yeah, so we have until Monday. So by the time this episode comes out, I think, you know, Kanisha's mom's gonna like take all the stuff. But appreciate everybody who gave shoes and all that jazz. It was really dope. So thanks.
Thanks.
I really don't know what else to talk about. What else is there to talk about? Oh, well, I don't know.
What's holiday season, man? It's Christmas. Got New Year's coming.
Season.
What are some of your favorite things of the year? What's going on for Christmas? Everything.
Favorite things that happened this year?
Yeah, because it's, you know.
Wow, it was a big year.
Year-end list for you.
I could think about two off the rip. Katie and Steph's wedding. I love that big moment. Devin Ridge's engagement. That was a big moment. Obviously, you and Shelby announcing Lil Raiden. That was a big moment. Diamond moving back. That was a big moment because she needs to be. Well, I mean, her mom's out there and stuff, but it ain't the same. You know, friends and shit. Obviously, Me and Kai getting together. This was a beautiful relationship. I don't know why it took us so long to figure this out, but it's like I said, it's like that's going really great, and I'm very thankful for that. It's not Thanksgiving, but I'm still thankful for it.
Nah,
man. This year, like I was saying at the top of the podcast, it was a bunch of like, you know, I feel like we were sitting on the porch again because of COVID, and then towards the latter half of the year, it was like time to hop back off the porch. And hopping off the porch just for them to look like they finna tell us to go sit our ass back down on the porch. But I don't know, man. Just you know, that all that shit's hard. Armani's album, putting that out, that was dope. Just his first time, and it was my first time. Well, Brandon was my first time, I guess. Like producing somebody else's whole thing and kind of like saying we should do this, we should do that. So Armani's album, Love Jones, it's out. Go stream that. It's a very good album. You know, not to toot my own horn or anything. Hell, didn't we put out Talk to Me Nice this year?
Did we? Man, and Spur of the Moment?
Yeah, Spur of the Moment, Talk to Me Nice. And I was finna say, isn't You Must Take Me for a Joke? That was that was last year.
That was last year.
Okay, well, yeah, we put out Spur of the Moment and Talk to Me Nice this year. That was dope. Shit, Jennifer became a doctor.
Yeah, hell yeah. Finally.
I don't know, man. I think this year definitely set just things into more perspective, more foundation, more growth, more everything. I was thinking about while I was taking a shit this morning. I was like, damn, we do this podcast every week. And I was like, damn, that's like the most consistent thing in my life. Like, no matter what, I'm like, we're doing a pod. Then I start thinking about like, wait, well, no, that's consistent too. That's consistent as well. That's consistent too. I was like, yeah, man, just stay consistent out here.
That's the key to anything, though.
Yeah.
Consistency is always key. That's a real statement.
Consistency is key.
Always. It's in relationships and life.
Yeah.
Got to be consistent.
That's a fact. I feel like I'm missing something else that's like really big, but it'll come to me later for sure. I'm finna down this beer though. I'm finna go get some of that peanut butter whiskey because this is not getting the job done. There's some more stuff on the counter.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh.
You thought it was gone.
I thought it was.
You thought it was. What about you?
Oh, man. I mean, all the weddings. I went to a bunch of weddings.
Oh, Doug.
Yeah, Doug's wedding.
Yep.
My birthday / his bachelor party was a fun time.
Yeah.
My son is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Possible that could have happened. Finding out I'm having a son.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost like we're over halfway there. So,
yeah.
That's.
And Shelby's not really like showing or anything either. Like
no, she's showing.
Oh, I mean, she's showing, but she don't. You know, some women look like they swallowed another person.
Yeah, it's definitely the joint's definitely there.
Yeah, he in there.
But she wears baggy clothes on purpose. So
okay.
But yeah, we're almost halfway. We're over halfway there. Yeah, just a lot of life stuff. You know, that was this year was. We just bought a house. That'll be something that comes up in February, but we bought the house.
Yeah.
So that's something I've been working on. Finally got that off my back. Everybody's been bothering me about that. So that's taken care of. It's going to be a hectic couple months for me, but I got to get all this shit ready before April because that's when my son comes. So
April, beautiful. April showers brings May flowers.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a housewarming and the baby shower there. So I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah,
we're gonna be close to her mom, her aunt. So
me,
yeah, we saw her. I drove him right away. It took 9 minutes.
Beautiful. I thought it was my time, depth perception, all that shit's off. These houses were built in the 70s, so they're that big, wide, lush. Like it reminds me of like Brady Bunch or something. I don't know, like that style, like that futuristic shit.
Yeah, they
that-
completely
in the
remodeled
70s,
it. They completely remodeled it. Redid the landscaping, the roof.
Yeah. Beautiful home.
It's definitely it pops out on the block. If you drive down the street,
Pops out on the block.
it does. You saw it. If you on the block, you call your house the block.
My shit the block, nigga. We got bodies on my block, nigga.
Oh God. Well, hopefully not.
Stray dogs and shit.
Well, that's everywhere.
Well, it seems more. We got possums in my hood, nigga.
Okay.
Opossums.
We got all that, and then
Cats.
yeah, it just worked out. I'm surprised how smooth the process was, but we got it. So inspections next, and then
Big goo
that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's like the big stuff for me, man. Like just a bunch of life shit, man. Being married and then having son on the way, and now a house. Like so, 2022 is where I get all those things. Like in my house, my son will be here.
And you got to throw in there. You know, I wouldn't say the best. This might be the best shape of your life. I know you were skinnier than this before,
Oh my.
but I know you feel better than
Oh
you feel.
yeah.
You know what
Because
I'm
I
saying?
lost a lot of weight. I lost 15 pounds. Been eating a lot of healthier.
Everything he lost, I picked it up, baby.
And it's crazy because it's stuff like when you're relatively young, like I'm in my 20s, I'm not thinking about. Like,
yeah, of course.
I'm out of shape.
Right.
I'm just literally
Living life.
going out, like having fun, like being
Yeah.
happy. Like we call it happy weight because I was just like,
Yeah.
me and Shelby go on date nights and shit. I wasn't caring what I was ordering. I was just ordering food with my wife.
Yeah.
But when my son was announced, I was like, man, I'm kind of fat. So I was like,
Let me get this shit together.
I was chubby a little bit.
Yeah,
like
you weren't.
I wasn't overweight.
No.
I definitely felt it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've definitely increased my health, everything about it.
Exponentially.
That way, I'm good when my son gets here because I'm gonna need all
the energy,
the
bro,
stamina I can get.
What, dog? I don't, bruh. What? I just, man. What? Like yesterday was, and it was. I was telling Kaya this. It wasn't because of her kids. Her kids were not. It wasn't the kids part of it.
You're talking about just everything that comes.
Everything that encompassed a day out with children, and then
It
going
adds
to add
7
more
steps.
children
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah, that's
You know?
7 steps to the whole thing. Yeah.
I was like, bruh, what? You do this every day?
That's why the infancy stage is probably the easiest.
Yes,
Because they're stationary.
Yeah,
it's right
because
here.
once that shit gets to going, I'm like, okay, because I want 3 additional kids if me and Kaya do that. And then I was like, yeah, no, you got 2 beautiful kids. Let's just raise them. Let's raise them right. We don't need no more. We don't need no fucking more. I can't. Hell no. That shit crazy, bruh. I was like, so we leaving from the movies to go eat, to go to Walmart, to go to a party, to cheerleading, to this, to that. In one day.
Yeah, it's a balancing act.
In one fucking day.
It's a
I was
balancing act,
like,
which is why her mom and aunt being so close is so helpful.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if we need to
yeah.
do anything, I know those are 2 people I trust with Raiden's lives for sure. And it's vice versa because her kids were basically my trial kids.
right.
I've known Tasha's kids, except for Warren because he's the oldest, but Taylor and Noah, Taylor was not even 1 year old yet when I met her. Noah wasn't born. I've met them. I've known Noah since he was born.
That's crazy.
And he's going to turn 6 coming up.
Even just
Yeah.
like when I go back to Jackson and my cousins got kids, I'm only with them periodically.
Yeah.
Like it's not the whole day. And even if it was like, I was telling Kaya, I was like, yo, you go to Jackson first, then see if you want to bring your kids because that'll change their life. I don't know if you want them to go through that.
Absorb all that.
Yeah, because it's different. It's different, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want them to be exposed.
Culture shock.
Culture shock is the fish out of water.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. It's gonna be like, wake your punk ass up. Like that's every day, every minute, every hour. Nigga, like it's not.
Yeah, once my son starts interacting,
Yeah,
I'm doing all that shit.
taking them.
Like I'm just like
Oh, you gonna take on
I'm
a
gonna roast
Mayberry?
them. I'm just gonna roast them. I'm gonna do all that shit.
Where's your family from? Where is
Nah.
your family from? Here?
Like-
You're like your dad, or I know your grandpa lived in Mississippi.
Yeah, so my dad has been here his whole life,
Yeah.
but my grandpa is from Mississippi.
Yeah. Where Greensfield? Where's he from?
Hold on. Brookhaven. No, hold on.
Yeah.
I think it starts with a B though.
He definitely told me before, but he was also chewing me out in the process.
Yeah.
So I was like,
he'll do that. He'll tell you his whole life story. Be like, you suck, but
yeah. But see, when I grew up, okay, now when I was coming up, I was like, Mr. Ford, sir, you're spitting on me.
Yep, he does spit a lot. Let me see.
They played Birthday at the little. Oh, I'm finna. Oh yeah.
You gonna go ahead?
No, not yet. I'll wait. I'll wait till you figure out where your grandpa from. Yeah, you finna get a new blitz. Yeah, all right. You finna get hit with a blitz, nigga. You the realest nigga breathing if I hold my breath.
No, it is Hattiesburg. I'm
Hattiesburg,
sorry.
yeah.
Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Yeah.
Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Yeah, that's he has 12 brothers and sisters. They're all from there.
God damn, you might really be black. That sounds like some black shit. Where white families weren't having big families like that, but well, I guess.
No. So my grandpa had 12 brothers. There's 12 of them total, and my grandma had 10 total. And in hers, there was 8 boys and then 2 girls, and then my grandpa family's mostly girls, so it was like the opposite.
Yeah.
And then they had a boy and girl.
Your grandma's from Mississippi too?
My grandma is from Martins Mill, Texas.
Martins Mill, Texas. All right. Shout out to Martin Mills if we got any listeners down there.
My mother's mom is from here as well, but her mom is pure Indian.
Pure.
Like she's from like Oklahoma, pure Indian.
That's probably why you pass as a Hispanic sometimes because of the white and little Indian mix.
So yeah, and then my mom is from here, but she lived in Florida for a very long time.
That's why she could deal with this.
That's why
Arizona.
she's so. My mom is so tan.
Yeah. And your mom's like super cool. You said she rides her bike everywhere or something, right?
Yeah, she rides her bike to work because it's close.
And she reads a book in a
before.
She reads a book in a day, bro.
Yeah,
she's
a reader.
Asinine.
She's a reader.
I can't get through it.
She loves horror and mystery novels. So.
I can't get through a chapter, bro. But Audible, Audible. We use your product. Product.
Yeah, you be sponsored everybody I listen to. Give me an Audible. I'm gonna hit him up.
Yeah, Audible. Come on, man. I know I'm
gonna hit him up.
I could try not to say nigga and bitch and shit.
I don't even need a free trial. I just hit me up.
Yeah, hit us up. Like we could do something in the future, you know? Yes. So after we went to after we did the shoe drive, we went
you ready to the story?
Oh yeah. We went to this place called Blitz. Now, if you live in Arlington and you ain't grown and sexy, you know, once upon a time, you might went to JJ's Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Which was off Matlock. Okay, it's grown sexy.
It's the shopping center with all the red and yellow tinted tops.
Yeah. And I think when we went there,
it was very small.
I mean, it's a small spot, but whoever JJ is, shout out to JJ, because that's what they were calling him last night. So I guess that's
I know I went there. There was like a showcase.
Yeah, it was like a showcase.
Gun and shit was there.
I don't know if Gun was there.
No, he was there.
Was he?
Yes.
Okay,
you talked to him.
It was one of those wild nights where everybody in Arlington was in one place.
Yeah, at one time. Then Dalton is just here for some reason.
Dalton is there. He's
like Bradley Cooper. Some reason Bradley Cooper was there.
Dalton is Arlington's Bradley Cooper. Nigga, if he there, and there's nothing but black people there, you know. But we went there last night because we took we took Kanisha's brother and his friends. By the way, I don't know if Kanisha, her mom and her mom's friend was like, we listen to your podcast. Bro, Kanisha's mom, her name is Trish. I said this last time.
Yeah.
But so we're all at the table just talking, drinking.
Chopping it, okay.
And she was like, so yeah, Chris, tell everybody about your podcast. Like, I was like, no, it's just it's a podcast. And I was like, I don't want to talk about it. She put me in the spot. You know,
it's weird, right?
Because she had her friends there.
Yeah.
And Kanisha was friends there. And I was like, I don't want to talk about my fucking podcast. Like,
yeah. I don't talk shop.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm off duty right now. But they said they listened to the episode and they appreciated our words and everything.
Of course.
And so I was like, yeah, it's just a little podcast, you know, StepBrothers podcast, whatever, blah 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 blah. But so Kanisha's brother, high school, you know, we did what school do you go to? Or did you go to? Like, there was a girl that went to Bowie that was there. So, you know, we had a little thing.
Yeah, you automatically.
Automatically, we're cool. Then I think another girl went to Sam, and Kanisha's brother's like this soccer star or whatever. So he's pretty good at soccer. And I can't remember what school he goes to. Because they asked me how I met Kanisha, and I was like, how did I meet her? And I remember, it was through Jade, and they didn't know Jade, so that's what prompted me to ask them what school. Long story short, we had to take him, Kanisha's brother, and like 4 of his friends to this warehouse party.
Apparently by where I work.
Yeah, it was off Avenue J. I don't know nothing. I went to one warehouse party. It was in Dallas, and we were of age. So I didn't even know niggas was getting away with this type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing that was driving me wild about the whole scenario, like, I don't drive, so I don't care that we have to drive. I mean, I care that, you know, she has to drive, but not me, so I don't really care. But I was like, man, all these niggas was wearing basically the same outfit, same haircut, the big fro up top with the side shaved, you know, curly fro thing with the on the top. I don't even know what you call that. I was like, bro, I was like, this is a starting 5. They're all taller than me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck going on in this motherfucker? We drop them off. Trisha Kai going to mom mode, like, oh, we should have investigated and da-da-da-da. You know, me being me. Before we even left, I went in
Turn
the room.
around.
No, I did, but before we even left the house, I went in the room and I was like, look, I know what y'all finna go do. All right, I've been there.
You gave him the talk?
Yeah. Because his dad was there. He was like, I trust you. And I want you to make sure he's good. I don't know if that's my responsibility, guy. You know what I'm saying? You right here.
Yeah, Pops.
Yeah, Pops. You gotta step up. Nah, but I was like, I got you, you know, I'll make sure that I'm sure they already know. You know, that these kids aren't dumb today. You know. Sometimes they just find themselves in certain situations that they don't need to be in. And a little guidance will help them move around. I've been there.
So you told him, I know what you about to do.
Yeah, I went in there, you know. I wish I had. I wish I could have walked in there cooler than I did. But all the girls are in the room, like women were in the room, like, you guys, you babies and you're this and that. I was like, hey, get out. Y'all get out. All right, because y'all finna embarrass these niggas. They don't want to hear all that. Like, look. I looked right at the one because I knew he was the one. I was like, you're trouble. I know it. I've seen it before. Little white boy.
Oh, God.
Wearing a purple, I call him purple beanie because that's what he was wearing.
Okay.
I was like, I know you the one that organized all this. I was like, what is this and what are y'all doing? He was like, oh, bro, don't worry about it, man. It's in my hood. I was like, your hood? I was like, all right, Brad, whatever. So I started talking to Kanisha's brother. I was like, bro, you good? Y'all know what y'all doing. I ain't finna even try to tell y'all what to do. Y'all just be safe. Call us if you need us. He was like, bet. I was like, y'all ready? They said, yeah. And they walked outside. They waited by the car. Whole time, Trish and Kai was like this, and that. So we drive them there, blah, blah, blah. We drop them off. I was just like, fuck it, leave. Like, they good. We waited for them to get in. That's when they said it was 18 and up and the ID and all that. They got in somehow. They weren't checking IDs that good. Or they got fake IDs. Not trying to blow up the spot. They get into the place. That's when we go to this Blitz that used to be JJ's. That's where I was at. We get in there, and I remember the setup of JJ's. It's the same setup, just a different owner, you know. I start looking at the menu. I'm not hungry, but I'm curious. What y'all working with in here? I see like a 8-wing, 10-wing, some tilapia, some other shit. So I'm scrolling down, you know, looking at the menu, looking at the goddamn flavors and all that shit.
The chicken wings.
The goddamn chicken wings, the 10-piece costs it's $19.99. 99. I tapped Kaya, so I was like, bro, do you see this shit? It's $20.
She's like, what, you want some?
Nah, I was like, no, I do not. Then a guy comes and orders 10 wings. I was like, oh, this nigga balling.
Oh, he got money.
He got money. I was like, cause I was like, yo, nah, hell no. Got a couple drinks. They dance, whatever. I'll leave. Get in the car with Dalton today, and I'm like, bro, these fucking wings is abysmal. Like, what's going on? So he was like, look up Yelp and check the reviews. No reviews. Clear. This is a new place, so they're not even on Yelp yet. So I was like, let me see that menu at least. So I go to that joint. All they got is some type of soup.
Pepper soup.
Pepper soup and some other shit. So Dawn was like, sounds like just Africans. I was like, Africans? And then I thought back to the guy who bought the wings. Then I got back to the guy who was there by himself dancing and did like the Dave Chappelle robot thing in a circle by himself. And I was like, there was nothing but Africans in there last night. So it's an African bar. I'm sure it'll last, but shout out to them, I guess. Not $20 wings, but Africans are pretty good money, I guess. I don't know.
I'm pretty good at this.
I guess. I don't know. But damn, $20 for some wings sound like inflation, my nigga.
There is inflation right now, though.
$20 for a 10-piece?
Fucking Pluckers has a surcharge on them motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Their wings still aren't $20, though.
They ain't $20 down dollars.
And them hoses big in a combo.
Hell yeah. And I could... No, I had to look to see. I was like, are they selling the whole wing? Bro.
Duh, 10 of those is crazy.
Bro, yeah, so I get that. I'm like, okay, this is a filling meal. You gonna get good at food.
You talking about all flats?
Yeah, or all flats or all, drum flat, whatever the case. But I just know that shit was really wild. Anyways, new music. You listen to Ross's album.
Yeah.
How'd you like it? Biles called me yesterday too, by the way.
Yeah?
Gave me an earful.
About what?
First of all, he said, you know who you look like with those glasses on? I said, who? He said, nigga, you look like Spike Lee. I couldn't do nothing but laugh, bro.
If you wear orange, that would be nuts. You gotta wear orange to do this.
I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I gotta stand with my hands on my hips in our promo picture.
Miles always has the clip ready.
Bro, always. And I ain't talked to this nigga in like 3 weeks. So
he answers the phone with a gun pointed at you, bro.
You like Spike Lee with those glasses on. But he was like,
I know how he said it too. I could hear it right now.
He was like, you listen to the new Roddy Ricch album. And I was like, nah, but I see people on Twitter are giving him a very hard time about this album.
I saw like mixed, but.
And I was like, he was like, before you listen to it, just know, I like the album. He was like, you could tell he's trying shit. And you could tell he's been hanging out with like Drake and Kanye and all that shit, soaking up game. Which the first song, I think, because my shuffle was on and it fucked up the rotation of the album.
Okay.
So I don't know how it bled, but he had his own like cover or rendition of Live Fast, Die Young, Kanye and Ross. And it sounded really dope. I was like, damn, Kanye fuck with him or he fuck with Kanye really hard. That's dope. And then I think the next song was like him and Future, which was cool. The kids were in the car. We were at the car. We went to the car wash yesterday too. I was like, what are you doing?
Errands, bro.
Bro.
A mom's life is a continuous errand.
Bro. And she's so strong. I don't want to make it sound like I'm shitting on the sanctimonium of that or whatever.
The sanctimonium.
But it was a lot, and I just wasn't ready for that. But now I know, and I'm ready.
Okay.
I can do this every day now. I just had to get I had to get damaged by it first, so I know what it feels like. So next time, it won't hurt.
Put your hand on the stove.
Yeah, it won't hurt me the same.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But so we listened to the album. I didn't get all the way through, but I liked what I heard. So Miles was saying like, I think the fact that there's not the box on this album, like a big smash record that everybody's kind of like turning away from it. Like there's nothing here. Seen people call it like lackluster. They were like, you took 2 years for this. Like they give him a hard time. I thought that one was pretty good.
It happened to Bryson Tiller too.
But Bryson's second album really wasn't that good.
But I'm saying he had the same thing where everybody was expecting.
Yeah, a Don't or Exchange or
Yeah.
Sonic Exchange throughout the years, and your taste grows. That's one thing I didn't realize what was happening, and I never even thought about it. But like our taste changed like every day. Like you might not even recognize what taste is changing until you taste that again, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know I was going to wake up one day and stop watching wrestling until I stopped watching wrestling, then tried to watch it again. And it was like, oh, this shit fake.
You can't go back.
Can't go back. So Yeah, just keep that in mind. And it was only one day. I don't know if they thought this shit was supposed to jump out the window. Roddy Ricch is a Grammy award-winning artist. He's worked with everybody.
Yeah.
He went up against The Machine and Justin Bieber the first time with the box. Justin Bieber and all this, Selena Gomez, they all, okay, this is how you get our streams up. Go to sleep, play the song on repeat all night, turn it down very low so it doesn't disturb your slumber, but keep streaming it out. Roddy was like, fuck that, we getting this shit out the mud. And goddamn it, he did it. So Roddy's good in my book. I know my first review or critique of Roddy was he doesn't have his own sound yet. He was sounding like Thug. He was sounding like this guy, A Boogie. It was a bunch of shit. But what I do like is he is starting to bleed through, like him as a person is starting to bleed through the music. And I think that's dope. So everybody, flattery and all that shit, whatever people used to say, imitation flattery, whatever. But I think it's okay. I'm going to finish listening to the album and give a better review, like which songs I really like, what songs I don't like. But the songs that I heard, it's intrigued me enough to keep listening. So I'm going to listen. But you listen to Ross's album.
Yeah, have you not listened to it yet?
I have not.
Oh my God. Okay.
We talked about Ross's album too.
Yeah.
Miles hasn't heard it yet, but from what he's seen and what he's heard about it, he said this is the first album Ross don't sound rich on it. And I was like, that's an
interesting take.
Don't sound right. I don't know. So how'd you feel when you listened to it?
I mean, Miles has a different
ear eclecticness.
Well, yeah, he thinks of things and like, I don't know. That's interesting. That's interesting though. There is less opulence in it though. I can tell you that.
Opulence,
but because this is more like, I think he was going more for like, more of the less bangers, I guess.
Okay.
He's making more like he was rappy on this one.
Okay.
It was kind of like when he made Deeper Than Rap.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a couple songs that are skippable, but for the most part, I fuck with it.
I know.
I'm so glad he changed the cover though.
I like that first cover. You know why? Because it made it seem like he was going to experiment, or like it was going to be something that we're not used to.
I didn't fuck with that cover.
And that cover's way more opulent than the other one. Like, if I saw that first cover, I'm like, oh, this nigga's finna sound like the richest nigga ever.
Ross's covers aren't really that great anyway.
That first one's iconic though.
No Port of Miami?
Yeah. Iconic.
I like Mastermind too because it's like colors.
Yeah. The one with BMF on it.
Oh,
Teflon. I like that album cover too.
It's always just his face.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Rose.
No,
I liked it, man. I have not listened to Mag Homony's album, though. I have it.
Oh yeah, I haven't listened to it either. You listen to Boldy James on the way here?
Hell yeah.
I'm not as familiar. I see his name a lot, but I don't.
Yeah, he did another one with Alchemist.
Yeah, shout out to Al.
He's always hard. All his shit.
It don't matter.
It's always hard.
You ain't even
any like if it's an Alchemist album with somebody, it's always hard. Like,
yeah,
it's
Alchemist is dope.
I mean, you heard Alfredo. It's hard. Everything's hard.
Speaking of Alfredo, heard Freddie got the pinata beat.
You told me this. I still have not seen anything about this.
It was very quick. It died down relatively quick, but
which means it must be true.
Yeah,
generally is the case.
Woke up that morning. Got myself a gun.
About a bed.
Yeah, all that. Woke up and I was like, wait, what? Freddie Gibbs, they were at a bar, Prime 911, 211, some shit in Miami. Okay, so for y'all who don't know, Jim Jones, Dipset, Bird Gang, just got the snot kicked out of them by the Locks on that versus.
Yeah. Sad day.
Sad day, for real, because I was all American flagged out. I was like, drip set, all that shit, and Jada said those faithful words that day. I'm outside.
Yeah, he came with energy.
Yeah, it was a rap after that. I was like, yeah, these niggas, yeah. But anyways, so I followed Dipset, Jim Jones, like after their fall from grace, if you will. I guess when they where they weren't as popping. And I know, I was like watching Jim Jones videos and shit like that. And he started this like brand company. It's called Vamp Life. The thing behind it is they up all night hustling type shit. They're vampire.
Yeah, I remember he had some Vamp Life artists and shit.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you 48 years old, nigga. You don't need to be staying up all night. Like, relax. Go to sleep, nigga.
Nah, them motherfuckers ain't ever changing, bro.
Yeah, nah. But anyway, so the logo or the sign for Vamp Life is VL, which some gangs see that. You throwing up VL, they think Vice Lords.
Yeah.
Freddie Gibb is a Vice Lord, apparently. And Freddie didn't take too kindly to Jim Jones throwing up Vamp Life. He sent him a couple bars. This was years ago. Sent him a couple bars. Apparently, allegedly, this is just me listening to these blogger niggas on YouTube or whatever you call them. That they're blogger niggas on YouTube. Freddie went to New York. Jim and his crew, or not, somebody caught them slipping, shot at Freddie. Do you remember hearing that he got shot at in New York?
No.
I remember it faintly.
Oh.
But apparently it was tied in with the diss and all that stuff. Freddie Man got hit. I don't think he died, or else that would be crazy that Academics is the one rehashing that history.
Yeah.
But obviously we all know Freddie and Academics have
mortal enemies.
Yeah. And so he had a field day. I actually was looking forward to hear what
because he finally had some ammo.
Yeah,
because he's been getting attacked for like so long.
Yeah,
and he finally had some shot to shoot back.
He had a shot to shoot back, and like you said, it nobody's talking about it anymore. It was like a day thing.
So Jim Jones beat him up.
So this is how
or was like Kruger jumped him.
This is what the blogs were saying from people that were there.
Okay.
Freddie was leaving. Jim was walking in. Jim and Freddie, I guess, are like face to face. One of Jim's guys sticks Freddie. And then Freddie and Jim just start tussling. And then I guess as they're tussling, like Jim's guys probably jump on him or whatever. Freddie tried to run, get away, whatever. And I don't really know what happened after. That's where they said Freddie just tried to run to the back or whatever. So I don't know how it de-escalated or whatever. But Freddie did put up a video, maybe yesterday. I don't know.
He had some blemishes at all?
Nah, he looked okay. He's like, it's me, the rabbit, and then that was it. So like he was smiling, he looked fine. Don't look like he got pummeled on. But
like it's like when they said T.I. fought Floyd Mayweather, and then T.I. came on the camera. I was like,
was it? Yeah.
When I get hit well.
Yeah.
When I get hit well.
Yeah. Bro, I'll never forget what they said Floyd punched his wife or his girl and made her spin around like 76 times before she fell. I do not believe in domestic violence, but just hearing that shit was funny. We got like 3 or 4 more topics before we close because I just started remembering shit.
Oh, great.
Congratulations to the greatest shooter of all fucking time, Wardell Stephen Curry the second, nigga. Put some respect on my man's name.
It's not even close.
Not even close. Y'all niggas would be playing basketball at Pelican Bay.
Look, he beat the 3-point record.
Mm-hmm.
In 511 games less than Ray Allen.
Yeah, come on, man.
Dog, this boy got at least 7 more years.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
No one's beating this record.
Nah.
This record's going to be dumb by the end. It's going to be like, it's like Kareem's scoring record. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like
We taking it all the way. Nah, so shout out to Steph. That was great.
Man, that team's on fire too. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Great team. And Clay's coming.
He's still not even playing. And
bro, there was somebody used a Dragon Ball. Was it a Dragon Ball Z meme? Yeah, when Goku, it was a Dragon Ball Super. Goku was fighting Jiren. And what's his name? Winks. What? The angel.
Oh, you're talking about
Winks. It's something like that. Anyway, he was like, Beers, do you feel that? And he closed his eyes. He's like, he's coming. And then they cue the, you niggas in trouble.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah. Because like Clay coming back.
Yeah.
That was a great ass little meme or whatever.
Yeah.
But
speaking of basketball, I don't know if you heard.
Kyrie?
Yeah, I know you heard.
Hey, they saying Kyrie won, man.
Sort of. I wouldn't call it like a
dub for humanity.
because they've had like a COVID outbreak and all this other stuff.
A lot of shit going on.
So, and then James Harden's hurt, and then they got Kevin Durant playing like stupid minutes.
Yeah, but he's going crazy though.
So they're gonna let him play the rest of the away games that aren't in New York or Toronto.
Yeah.
So I think he has 27 games he gets to play.
He better go off.
Yeah, plus playoffs, but then he'll miss all the away games in the play. And he can't play home games either. So if the Knicks play the Nets, he can't play that whole series.
Yeah.
So
crazy. I saw that they were going to give him like a different type of test or shot rather. It's supposed to be.
I didn't hear about that. I just know he has to have 5 negative tests in a row to even start.
I mean, if he been doing this thing, then
because they're letting him practice at home. So yeah.
Shout out to Kyrie.
It took like 2/3 of the season, but
at this point, I really think, and it's not me being a bandwagon, none of that. I really truly think Golden State about to win it all.
Shit, I don't see nobody stopping them if they keep playing like this.
Yeah,
like,
it's Clay.
Who will do it?
I mean, the finals. Who I don't even, bro. I've been so focused on the West. I don't know what's going on the East. So I don't know how Giannis and them doing. I don't know how Miami doing. I don't know how. I mean, I watched a couple net games.
Yeah.
I know the Knicks is nicking, as they say.
No, they were playing good.
No, they getting their ass kicked. They were like 12 or some shit. 12 or 13. They just lost to Golden State when Curry hit
they started off hot. Hold on, I'll read it to you right now.
I really got to pee.
Oh, yeah. No, the Knicks have fell way off.
Yeah.
But they were started hot. Okay,
Yeah.
so in the East, Brooklyn's in first place. They're 21-8.
So the media really makes it sound like Brooklyn is horrible.
Yeah, no, they're just in like injury wise, like COVID stuff. They just,
even before all that, because James Harden
Bro, don't ever don't listen to commentators because like they were saying about the Chiefs this year, the football team.
Right.
They were like, oh, their time is over. Like Patrick Mahomes sucks, and they were like, is it time for trouble? The motherfuckers only lost 4 games. They're 10-4. And they were making a big deal about the games they lost. Like,
right.
Doesn't matter. They're winning games.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's the team to beat right now in the NFL?
The team to beat?
Yeah.
Patriots are very hot right now.
Yeah.
The Patriots are very hot. Green Bay is super hot. The Cardinals, very hot.
What about the Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay, they've won games. They're definitely not as hot as the other ones.
Okay.
Because like the other ones they have like are on roll. Though. Yeah.
Okay, but as far as the NBA, where were we at with that?
Yeah,
Brooklyn was one.
Yeah, Chicago.
I've heard good things about Chicago.
Then Milwaukee, but Milwaukee has played 2 more games in Chicago, so they're 19-12. Cleveland is in the top 5.
Shout out to Cleveland.
Miami,
Kevin
Charlotte's
Love.
in there.
Okay.
That's the top 6. So then Golden State, Phoenix, Utah, Memphis, Clippers and Lakers. So, and Dallas just keeps sliding.
What's Dallas's problem? In your opinion? Your non-expert opinion.
Injuries and defense.
You see the article that came out the other day about the culture?
Yeah, he didn't like the way Rick Carlisle treated people. But I've talked about Rick Carlisle for a long time. He's not good with developing anybody. He just wants a game plan and you do it, and that's the only thing he cares about.
He's very militant in that way. He think he's Greg Pop.
Uh-oh.
That's my cousin. Hello?
What, you asleep?
No, I'm doing the podcast.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Call me back when you're done.
All right.
All right, bye.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, shit.
He probably was gonna ask me if I wanted to go see Spider-Man or some shit today.
Oh, okay, guy.
But by the way, shout out to Ryan. I ran into him at the theater when I was with my my crew, my little fam, and he didn't know it was me. I was like, hey.
I know. He told me he was like, who's this fucking guy waving?
Yeah, we were like a distance, and I was like, oh yeah, that's Ryan. Hey, it's me. It's Chris. I could have made it like more, but I thought it was funny the way I was doing it because I knew he had no idea who I was. And he was like, oh shit. Like he didn't get as excited as I was. I was like, well, fuck you too. But nah, we chatted for a second. He let me use his lighter because I didn't have one. And yeah, he actually invited me to the movies like as we were on our way. But I didn't know he was going to that theater. But yeah, man, shout out to Steph. You know what I'm saying? Great guy. Love him. His mom still fine.
Cheater.
Oh man. Dale out here. Yeah. Yeah, y'all seen it.
Oh, she want to open the floodgates?
Yeah.
He said, I bet.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, you cheated me with a fucking old white man.
I'm the first, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm Dale Wardale. No, they call him Dale. Dale Curry this first, nigga. You gonna have to see me. You have to deal with me. You heard? Dope. As soon as Steph hit that shot, they celebrated or whatever. They took the time out, celebrated. As soon as that was over, they went to commercial. The first commercial was Steph Curry. Yeah, man, I was basically born with a basketball in my hand. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, these niggas knew. I mean, obviously they knew.
He was only 3 shots away. He was going to get it. He was going to get it.
He was going to get it. Have you been, I know I ran the Meg and Tory thing by you.
Yeah.
Because I know you weren't like keeping up with it.
Because I don't care, Chris.
I care.
Okay.
I care. Okay. We didn't even talk about Jesse Smollett. We didn't talk about that.
Oh.
The nigga's guilty.
But yeah, we know.
We knew that.
We knew that she was fake.
And I want an apology from everybody who said that us black men and some white guys didn't speak up for him because he was gay. No, nigga, we didn't speak up for him because he was lying.
That story was really fishy.
We do not associate with liars. We don't do. I mean, I've lied before, but in this particular circumstance, this nigga did lied on black people.
Okay.
He did lied on gay people.
Yes.
He did lied on Africans. He didn't even lie on the MAGA people. They don't fucking know who Jussie Smollett is. They don't know this nigga. They did not watch Empire. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. They have never watched TBS or whatever fuck Lifetime.
They probably thought it was the Empire State Building
or Oxygen or whatever the fuck channel that show used to come on. And they was like, oh, that's that gay nigga from Empire. No, hell no. I can see if they was trying to go at Terrence Howard or even Big Bro. That didn't do music. I think his name was Andre in the show. Or even a little bad motherfucker with the fucked up haircut. If it was him, I could see that. But not you. Hell no. So yeah, nigga, go to jail. You deserve it. Fuck you. Fuck your life. Bing bong.
So the Tory and they had a hearing, right?
Exposition. They had a the thing before the thing.
Basically saying this is what we're going down to for the trial.
Right. So
okay, before we start.
Okay. Because you know what? That Jussie Smollett thing got me hyped. So whatever you finna ask me, I'm gonna answer it truthfully.
I'm not gonna ask you anything. I'm just gonna say,
Tory didn't shoot her, bro.
When this originally happened, I remember Miles was very like, nah. You were like, I don't know,
right?
And I was like,
I don't care.
I was like,
care, but
I was like, I don't care. But if he shoots her, if he shot her,
he's a horrible piece of shit.
He don't. I don't.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't listen to him anyway.
Right.
So I don't care what happens to him in any capacity. But I was like, but if he did, I was like, he just shot the hottest chick rapper in the game.
The hottest chick in the game.
Like, especially at that time, like she was hot. So I was like, if he did, he's a piece of shit.
Bro, I want to tell you what I know now.
Okay, so because apparently this changed everybody's thing.
The smoke in the mirrors thing is a very real game. I need everybody to know this. Let me take you back.
Back in the time.
Back in the day, back in the gap, back in the G. Meg was Meg. I want to say she had the Beyonce record before she got shot, right? I'm a Savage, the remix.
Yes.
She was on her way. She was gonna get the Cash App deal and the hottie sauce. She was gonna do all that regardless if she got shot or not. But now, after that was pre-shooting, right? Post-shooting, she's everywhere. The WAP joint, she graduated, her face is everywhere. She wants to open a law firm or something like that. Everything she got going on, like it's a lot to make her an how do I say this? Not saying she's not this, but the public perception of Meg, she's a sweetheart. She's focused. She's a strong black woman. Yeah, sweet hottie. All that. Which she can be those things. I'm not saying that she isn't. But that's what they're pushing, right? She's with Rock Nation. All this shit. The whole thing with Jay Prince and the guy who labeled she was 1,500 or whatever before, that whole situation went away. Nobody talk about it no more. What happened?
Yeah, Jay Prince did this.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But she's still Rock Nation.
Yeah, I got you.
She stopped drinking Hennessy. That was her. That was it. Got with Jay-Z. It's only do say. All I'm saying is watch the sliding hand, right? I feel like it's very interesting how they broke this shit down. The first reason why I knew, like, oh, Tory didn't do this shit. Like, this don't even make sense. Nobody was there, right? Nobody. It was Meg, Tory, his bodyguard, Meg's homegirl. So somehow it made it to this was written in court on the transcriber, the typing machine. When Tory shot at Meg, he said, "Dance, bitch. Dance." Throw the whole case out. This is a lie. This is a lie before God. I just can't imagine him doing that. In that moment, you're about to pull the trigger and you say, "Dance, bitch, dance." This is a Chappelle Show skit? No. When I heard that, I was like, okay, this is cap. Like, I don't even care what else is being said. Did she get shot? I'm sure. Did Tory do it? No.
Yeah.
Now they saying, I've heard they can't even find the bullet fragments now. What's going on?
I don't know.
Then they said that the muzzle flame or whatever, the spark did not come from the side of Tory. It came from the side where homegirl was sitting. This is all Tory's lawyer, which
he's doing what he's supposed to do.
She's supposed to be one of them ones. Like, she done got some people off. Like,
that's what she's doing.
High profile type of chick. I forgot hold on, because this is important. Hold on.
That's what she's doing. She's working it out.
And I'm like, I already kind of felt weird about just how all the information was coming out, even when, like, during the time. But yeah, it's Kaya, bro. I've been trying to stay glued to this case in particular because I don't want either one of them to go to jail. I don't want either one of them to get in trouble. I feel like this was a what do they call it when it's like a passion thing? It was one of those. Because they saying Tory was fucking with Meg and he was fucking with the homegirl. The homegirl found out. They said Meg snuck the girl. Like, this was also court documented. Meg punched the girl in the back of the head or some shit. So, you know, Tory, like, they got his height. My nigga's 5'3". That's ridiculous. I'm trying to see who his lawyer is. Lawyer. How you spell lawyer? I really have to pee. I cannot hold it anymore. Hold on, let me see. Why did Tory Lanez shoot Megan Thee Stallion?
And speaking of Freddie Gibbs accepts boxing match against academics on ESPN.
That happened today?
I just see it right here. I'm about to read it.
Hold on, bro. Read it, because I got to pee. I'm going to pee on myself.
Freddie Gibbs accepted DJ Academic's offer to settle their back and forth in the ring, but says Ack has to leave the rap game if he loses. See. Controversial media personality podcaster address calls for him to step in the ring with Gibbs and said he'd be down. Go toe to toe with any of these. However, Wise said he will take any opponent. It has to be for the right price. Let's do it. It wasn't the first time the gang son rappers called out academics for fight. The time he wanted to make it official. Doesn't mean soft. It's really about more than money. Freddie gives. So to give away potential huge prize winnings. He wants to see Act gone from social media and rap period. I don't want no money. If I win, I just want academics to delete his Instagram, but delete his Twitter and leave the rap game. However, Gibbs said tension with them aren't serious. It ain't a real beef. I'll say that. We can definitely get the celebrity boxing match on and donate it to charity. Well, activists remain silent on Freddie Gibbs' challenge so far. He was trending on Twitter Wednesday. As academics got into it with a model on a podcast, the pair engaged in a shouting match and acted the way she pulled a gun at him after being asked to leave the show. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right, so back to this Tory and Meg thing right quick. You know what I'm saying? Basically, look, the lawyer said there was a bunch of inconsistencies with Meg's story. Meg first said, I didn't want an innocent black man go to see him get hurt by the police and blah, blah, blah. All I know is Jesse paved the way for this. And Jussie Smollett, he paved the way for this. And I feel like she thinks she might could get away with this, but I don't think they're going to get away with this. If anything, the case is going to get dismissed. I know it's too big. It might anything how they're going to settle this shit or something, but ain't nobody going to jail over this. That's a fact. Tory's going to be found innocent. And but Meg did get shot. Tory did not pull the trigger. That's where I land.
Look at you, Lawyer Chris.
Lawyer Chris, don't hire me, nigga, because you're going down.
Oh, they dropped the new trailer for the Dragon Ball movie.
I see that Gohan got his he looked like he back in his,
he got his Piccolo vest. Pan is in it. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I think this one's like 3D animated. Yeah. Oh yeah. Dragon Ball Superhero. That name sucks.
Yeah, well.
Comes in April though.
Shout out. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Tory didn't shoot man. Steph. I don't know. I don't think I have anything else.
Okay, well, do you have any holiday wishes for everybody? Any holiday things?
I actually wrote this down. I thought about this one morning when I woke up, and I feel like it's important. Oh, fuck Joe Biden. That we on that wave. If I could take a vote back, nigga, I would. I would. I'll do it twice, nigga. I wish I had more hands.
Negative.
Yeah. He fucking rinky dink ass thing. How you go, bro? He basically got into that whole being Obama's man.
Yeah.
We trusted that.
And he wasn't Trump.
He wasn't Trump. And he told these niggas they wouldn't have to pay for they college stuff.
And you got a black woman VP.
I'm so disgusted.
I haven't heard from her at all.
She actually was just on Charlemagne. Charlemagne got a show, Charlemagne versus the People or some shit.
Oh, that's the one that Travis Scott was on?
No, that was his his interviewing thing.
Okay.
That was like YouTube.
Okay.
Which we did not talk about Travis's thing. We just said that it sucked.
Yeah, I don't need to talk about it.
It sucked. Don't
bad.
watch it. It was not genuine.
Yeah,
it was
fake.
all props.
First off, a man of God. Okay.
Travis Scott, I'm telling you, bro, that nigga might. I told Kai, I said Travis Scott's the best thing he could do is just say he's mentally challenged.
Or to shut up.
No, he's just like, I'm on the spectrum. I don't understand what's going on. And people are like, oh, yeah, I can tell. You're right.
We would all believe it.
Bro, God, we were like, and that's not to
That makes sense.
discredit, like, real people dealing with real issues, but come on, man. That nigga on the spectrum. You ain't gonna tell me different.
Straight up.
Oh, God. And because I was just looking at him and, like, he can't complete a sentence, a thought, like nothing. But anyways, Charlamagne has a show on Comedy Central, and it's basically like a interviewee type of thing or whatever.
The Kamala was on there.
Yeah.
And he's like, why are you just walking everywhere?
Nah. Look, you want me? Can I? We won't get. I want you to hear this.
No, you can play it. Yeah, that's fine.
I want you to hear this. Charlemagne, Charma Legay,
Y'all got some
Angela
names
Lee.
over here. Damn.
You got some names on this one. All right, I'm turned up.
Shout to Webby, bro.
Madam Vice President.
Come
All
on,
right, hold on.
Charlemagne.
President of this country, is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden? Madam Vice President.
Come on, Charlemagne.
I really-
Come on. It's Joe Biden.
I can't
No,
tell
no,
sometimes.
no. It's Joe Biden. It's Joe Biden. And don't start talking like a Republican about asking whether or not he's president.
She's
It's Joe
upset.
Biden.
Do you think Joe Manchin is a problem?
It's Joe Biden. And I'm vice president, and my name is Kamala Harris.
Where you been at?
And the reality is, because we are in office, we do the things like the child tax credit, which is going to reduce black child poverty by 50%, on track to do that. We do things that are about saying that our Department of Justice is going to do these investigations and require that we end chokeholds and have body cameras.
I can hear Charlemagne
It is
analyzing
the work
right
saying
now.
we're
Like,
going to get lead out of pipes and paint because our babies are suffering because of that. It is the work of saying people who ride public transit
How long is
deserve the
this?
same kind
about
of
to end.
dignity that anybody else does. So let's improve that system.
Shut up,
Charlemagne.
I really-
Come on. It's
Charlemagne. Now, everything she said was cap. First thing I saw or heard, she said it's about us getting cameras on these officers' vests and making sure they don't choke people. They're still gonna shoot us. Like, what the fuck is that gonna do? Let's
look, the camera thing also, they always inadvertently in the miss. The camera
footage
was turned off.
all that bullshit. Like, and nothing happens. The second thing she said. Now I saw this in a tweet, and this was like when there was I gotta find it because that tweet when I think I liked it. Hold on, because it was about the babies, the black babies, very important. Hold on, I'm gonna get to it right now. Here, Martin told Gina, "Don't call Pam. I don't want the hoes to know about business." Shout out to Mr. I Ain't Shit. Judge himself, man. He's a wild boy.
Yep, always with the quotables. We looking up?
I'm looking up. So it was about that video. I retweet it.
Bro, I've been so out of touch doing this house shit.
Okay, so this is a response to the video that
Okay.
somebody, her name is Vita. She said, "How do you reduce child poverty without reducing poverty for adults? I've heard politicians make this point about ending child poverty, quote, unquote. And it sounds like some slick shit. Because if the shit really reduced black child poverty by 50%, they say it reduces black poverty by 50%.
That's-
Not child poverty.
Yeah, because the kids don't have the money.
Right.
How is it ending child poverty?
Yeah, that none of that makes sense. So I think it's Charlemagne should not be looked at as a puppet, nor should he be looked at as a token black guy for all the people to come and talk to him because he's the voice of the culture, quote unquote. I think him just opening his platform, even when he sat with Tommy Lauren back in the day, and everybody was upset about that. I was like, bro, this is just me being logical. Cause I try to be. I'm illogical, I'm logical. But I'm like, bro, I at least gotta hear a nigga out. Let me decide if this ain't what it is. So giving these people their platform, platform to speak, and they're making decisions about our future and shit, or they're throwing dangerous rhetoric. Well, what did that really mean? Because his tweets like, please expound upon that. Like, I need to know. I can't just be a sheep type nigga and just say, I hate this nigga because we all hate this nigga. Because I made that mistake. I did. Let me be the first to say, I let Twitter, black people on Twitter tell me I need to vote for Joe Biden because he's not Trump. And that was a mistake. I didn't go to college.
We were both part of this same camp, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I want to own my mistakes going into 2020. You know what I'm saying? I made a fucking mistake.
We've made that point on here though that
we did. I just reiterated.
Now, okay, what I do appreciate about Charlemagne in general, He's not my favorite guy.
Right.
But what I do appreciate is that he will do shit like this.
Yeah.
And he's not afraid to ask anybody any questions.
Yeah.
And because he's been in a lot of tense situations because of that. But you need people like that.
You do.
Who are not scared to ask the tough questions.
He'll talk to both sides, bro. The opposing and the for all.
And
like
he'll clearly be like, I don't fuck with you, but I want to know what you got going on.
Yeah. That's bro. I would
That's
love
a skill
to
in
be.
itself.
I would love to be that guy one
Because
day.
I would never. Now, as far as like Trump, I didn't like Trump before the presidency.
Right.
But I didn't like what he bred.
Yeah.
Because he gave a certain type of people a voice.
Right.
And now it has not gone away.
They need to be voiceless.
So we thought this would quiet them down, but it just made it worse.
Yeah, because you replace Trump with this piece of shit and all this and all that, and
Now,
we don't have rights.
Are things different? No. They're the
same.
we just don't have MAGA everywhere.
Right.
But they're there, but
It went back into hiding, so just
we see them on the highway all the time.
yeah.
With they stole the election.
Yeah.
In 2 years, they still
yeah.
but we had you have to admit when faults are faults. Like it either way, it wouldn't have been a good setup for us anyway.
No matter how you slice it.
Because we could have been like, okay, Trump's in here another 4 years, then he can't run ever again.
We should have went with that.
And now we got this.
Got that way.
But
Senile old man.
but with this, I know Joe Biden will not be back.
Oh no.
I know that for a fact.
No.
And we do have a lot of younger people starting to get into politics, as you see with like in Texas, for instance, we got Beto, so those people are starting to literally trickle in. I think Georgia had the best thing from the election was what happened to Georgia, where they flipped the state and they got all those young-minded senators in there, and then they got one of the biggest supporters. She's running for
like governor or some shit.
she's running for something big there.
Yeah.
So they that state was probably the best thing that happened to it. But other than that, we haven't seen really anything in any state really. Like here, I mean, you already know we have like the worst governor. Florida, have some of the worst.
Yeah, it's bad. Can't wait for the.
But
he's up for
yes.
This year, right?
Yep.
Well, but wait,
Coming up, I think 2022.
Okay, yeah. We got to get him the fuck out, y'all.
That's coming.
We can all now. Black people get behind that in Texas or across the world because his laws may affect us here, but I mean they affect people everywhere. Like women, when that nigga said women can't get abortion, that didn't just of course it affected the women here, but women heard that across the world.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying? Like that's embarrassing, bro.
Like literally putting bounties on pregnant women.
Yeah, nah, we got to get that nigga up because he can't perform, huh? You know what I'm saying? Because your doodle ain't doodling no more. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that out on people, bro. That's wicked evil. You are not seeing heaven's gates. You're going to hell.
I mean, this just goes to show back to the old adage, like you can't trust any politician.
Nah, man.
Like, they can say what they want. They don't work for us.
Nah.
They are working for the country in a sense, but they're just trying to get money,
man.
But so I think it was a valuable lesson for me, you, everybody who got put up into the emotions.
There's people that stop talking to family members. There's people that
I don't.
I mean, just over not voting for Biden, period. Like questioning.
Oh, right.
That thing.
Like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, we
friendships.
We had our own arguments about it.
We did, and it was good because we needed the dialogue.
But look, I'm just gonna say, like,
y'all took a little, man.
Yeah,
you're a prophet
for sure.
You're a prophet.
No, he was.
Yeah. Ice Cube, prophet.
Yeah. Now, because you know what they were doing? They were not leading with emotion. They were just leading with logic. And the problem with me, we were just so emotionally invested in getting out of what we thought was here.
Yeah.
And then with all the shit that was going on, like the riots and then these police killings, and then when that insurrection happened, we were just all like, enough is enough. Like, we were just like, we were like emotionally at our limit.
Yeah.
So they benefited from that. But you live and you learn, and when we go forward, I will lead with logic with those type of things.
Yeah, you have to. We're gonna be trapped in the same cycle forever. Kanye said on that Drink Champs, he's like, what do black people own? Braids?
I can hear his voice saying,
bro, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, the nigga got a point. But what I wanted to end I had a little
thing.
I wrote, it was just a thought in the morning. I don't know why,
Okay.
but it was just December 13th.
Let me know.
It was not in the morning. I guess I was still in bed though. This was at 1:02 p.m.
Yep, you're in bed.
It was like, it's so hard for people to find something to be excited about these days. So if you see someone excited about something, don't shit on them.
That is such a good.
That was my thought for that day, I guess.
That's good, because the internet is so good at that. Because some people are like, that's it. Like, you're happy about that. Like, it's such, but you don't like, as always, you don't know what anybody's going through.
Right.
So
that's my philosophy about life.
Yeah,
to be honest,
you don't know what anybody is going through.
Right.
So like, if I got a book and I'm like, yo, like, I really appreciate this book. Like, that might have been the only book someone's ever given me.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know like what that means. Like, that's why I go for like gifts that have meaning instead of like
tag a price.
Yeah, like, I bought you a $1,500 watch.
Yeah.
Cool, bro. But like, my wife didn't want that.
Yeah.
Like, I got my wife candles because she loves candles, and I got her some artwork because she'd been wanting artwork. I gave her functional things that she actually was interested in.
Yeah.
Not just to be like, I got you this diamond watch because it's a diamond watch.
You know, I need my women to know. I want the shoes. I'm interested in this.
Yeah, but you are though.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but if they gave you something that they like.
Yeah, like a bow tie or something. Like some, you know, like I know what you mean. Yeah, for sure.
But like, you just like that. So if like, so I'm excited about my house. Like, not every people buy houses every day.
Right.
But like, this is a big deal for me and my wife.
Yeah,
like, it's our
hell
first house together. It's going to be where my son is born. Like,
raised.
Like, all that stuff. So like, that's exciting. I'm closer to my people again.
Mm-hmm.
Will we be in that house forever? No, it's our first term house, but like, this is our start.
Yeah.
So that's what's exciting about it to me. Starting with the blank slate and then, doing, what we do. Like, that's so, but if anybody's happy about anything, like,
don't shit on it, man.
Yeah. Come on now.
It could be minuscule, it could be anything, but I think that's so important. Like you said, obviously the internet is what triggered that thought in me. I was like, damn, people don't let people have shit. Big or small.
Everybody's so unimpressed by everything.
Yeah, and I think that, but again, social media is a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
And it'll remain that way till our dying days because it's not going nowhere.
Everything has pros and cons.
It's getting bigger. And I think that shit warped a generation. Like, our thinking, what matters, the value.
Also, it's really for the generation right behind us.
Yeah. It's
because they grew up with Twitter. Like, because we had Twitter, but I was in high school.
Right. It was.
But they have known nothing. Like, I couldn't take my laptop to school when I was like, now they have laptops in the school.
And they could like actually be on their phones in school.
Yeah, they have all this.
Still got some of my cell phones.
Dog.
To this day.
Because there's like educational apps now.
Bro, to this day, I had to pay $15 to get those phones back.
Your own phone.
Keep them. Fuck that shit. I'm not paying $15. Because if I tell my dad I need $15 more to get this fucking phone, he's going to punch me in my eye.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. Hell no.
What happens is your perception is skewed because that's why a lot of these younger generation think they have to be rich by 21.
Yeah.
They're like, I have to be a millionaire by 21 or else life is over. I'm done. But really, that's really when life starts.
Yeah. Oh, look at Dalton with the spin, with the pivot.
Because that's really when I'm going to tell you right now, the 20s is when you're supposed to fuck up.
Yeah.
Because that's when you're out, you're college, if you don't go, you're in the real world. You're working. You're getting you're doing shit. I'm talking normal people.
This is not nowhere you want to be.
But
nowhere.
You're away from your parents more. You're able to do different things. So, because you like when you're a kid, your limitations are set by your parents. Like everything is like in a box. Like when you get older, you're like, oh, I could do more stuff. But really, like your parents are still there. Like you have a safety net. Your parents are there. Mm-hmm. When you're out in your 20s and you're like actually doing like real world shit, you really learn like, damn, this shit kind of crazy out here. And it's really as hard as you make it.
Yeah,
but like
that's true.
But the 20s is where you can like experiment with shit. Like, sure, work for that company, see if you like it. If not, dog, you're 20, bro. Like, just move on. You don't have to be. Success isn't determined by time. I'll just tell you that.
Another thing too, about that, I really lost my train of thought, so I'm sorry. Me personally, and I know a lot of people, responsibilities are extremely important. Like, you got bills you need to pay. You just bought a fucking house. You got a baby on the way. You got a wife. You want to buy yourself things.
None of this shit's free.
None of this shit is free. But if that job is weighing you the fuck down, please ease yourself.
Remember, mental health is also important.
That's the most important, because you cannot love anything if you do not love yourself. You can't respect anything. Everything starts with self, my brother. This is the knowledge for today. Shout out to Tuesday Celebrity. This is the knowledge for today. In order to love things, you must, not things, well, things. You have to love yourself first.
Yeah, always.
You gotta take care of it's self.
It goes
But
outward.
you cannot be selfish. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
You see how I did that? Okay? You gotta take care of yourself for real. I'm not fucking around. Like, it took me damn near 30 years to figure out, like, I have to do it within and then let that come out and take care of everything else. Because if I don't fuck with what's going on in here, everything's ugly. If it's ugly on the inside, everything outside of me is ugly. If
That's really the human struggle, though.
Yeah,
is that
figuring that out,
getting to that point where you're comfortable with that, because everybody has different times for that. Like,
yeah,
and there's like I said, there's time. Anything in that stuff is not determined by time. It's just whenever you accept things for yourself.
Yeah, and like Dalton said, don't think it has to be at 21. Don't think it has to be at 31. So it comes when it comes.
Now, if you have a great idea at 18 and it works, fantastic.
Go.
Because I don't want you working in your 40s and shit. Like,
go.
But don't feel like you're behind anybody.
Yeah.
This is
that mentality is
not
what's
a race.
gonna
It's a marathon.
For you to try to keep up with the Joneses is what is gonna fuck up everything. I had to learn that the hard way too.
We all did.
Run your race, man. I can't stress that enough. Like, the pace that you are going is the pace you were meant to go, and you will get there as long as you stay
the course.
I was gonna say consistent, but that's all relative.
Consistency back from the beginning. Yeah,
that's what I was trying to do.
Okay,
that's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
Last thing,
you win.
Pivot.
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, well, we did it last episode, but we need to stay because there are.
If you need a last minute Christmas gift, we have socks available.
My nephew got socks on his Christmas list. Julius.
There you go.
So you getting some Pivot, baby.
PYVOT.
Yes, sir.
Pivot socks. Promo code StepBrothers You can still get the 15% off, and you get some socks. They got packs. You get all the shit. The whole order.
Any type of socks you think you might need one in the
50% off.
15%. So, all right, that's all we got.
Yeah. All right. We almost hit 2 hours.
We did. That's great. All right, y'all. Bye.